It was a quiet night in Willowtown. All the houses were dark except for one. The windows shone with a warm glow like a friendly smile. Inside, 8-year-old Ethan snuggled under his covers. His eyes drooped. In just a moment, he would be fast asleep. But then, suddenly, he heard it. A soft whistle echoed through the quiet night. It was a strange sound, not like anything he'd heard before. Ethan sat up in bed. Curiosity filled his mind. What could that sound be? Was anyone else awake? Carefully, he slipped out of bed and peeked out his window. What he saw made his jaw drop. Right in the middle of his street was a train. It looked like nothing he'd ever seen before. It gleamed with silver sparkles. Warm golden light spilled from its windows. Soft puffs of steam curled up towards the starry sky. The train looked magical. A gentle whooshing sound came from the train. The door slid open, revealing a long hallway. At the end of the hall, a tall man stood with his head. He wore a fancy blue coat with silver buttons. "Ticket for the dream train?" the man called out. His voice was kind like honey. Ethan blinked. He didn't have a ticket and he didn't know if anyone did. I don't have a ticket," Ethan replied softly. The conductor smiled. "Don't worry. Tonight everyone has a ticket to ride the dream train." The conductor beckoned with his hand. "Come on, hop aboard." Ethan couldn't believe his eyes, but he stepped onto the train. Its floor was made of fluffy white clouds, so soft under his feet. Other children were already there. Some were sleeping peacefully, while others played quietly. Ethan walked down the aisle, his heart beating faster and faster. He wondered where this train could be going. Then he noticed something even more amazing. The windows weren't showing the outside world. Instead, they displayed fantastic pictures, like slides in a dream. Ethan pressed his nose against the window. In one window, he saw a chocolate castle with gummy bears running around. In another, colorful fish with glittery scales swam past. In another, a friendly dragon zoomed through a rainbow. All the children gasped with delight when they saw these magical sights. The train lurched forward, moving like a cloud floating through the sky. Ethan felt a thrill run through him. This train wasn't just a ride. It was an adventure. Soon, the sliding pictures turned into solid scenes. They floated past the candy castle. Ethan waved to the gummy bears. They rode alongside the sparkling ocean. The fish leaped out of the water and bowed to them. They flew right under the rainbow, feeling its sweet smell all around them. The children laughed and cheered, enjoying every moment. But then Ethan noticed something. While they were flying through the rainbow, he caught sight of a gloomy gray cloud in the distance. It loomed like a monster ready to pounce. The gray cloud grew bigger and bigger. Then Ethan realized what it was. It was a big storm, full of rain and thunder. "Oh no, a storm!" cried a little girl. She hid behind her teddy bear. The train suddenly jolted and turned. The children all looked towards the front of the train. The conductor had a serious expression on his face. He held the lever that controlled the train with a firm grip. "Hold onto your tickets," he said in a loud voice. "We need to get to the next station before the storm reaches us." The train sped through the sky. The wind howled and the rain poured. Thunder boomed and lightning flashed. The children huddled together, a bit scared but mostly excited. Then Ethan saw something strange. The bright colors of the pictures on the windows started to fade away. The cheerful scenes were replaced by dark and scary ones. The gummy bears turned into grumpy goblins. The rainbow became a dark tunnel. Even the friendly dragon looked scary with sharp teeth and claws. "What's happening?" whispered a boy with wide eyes. The conductor turned around and smiled gently. "Don't be afraid. This is just a small nightmare. Nothing to worry about." The children looked at each other, trying to be brave. The train rushed through the darkness. Just when the scariest pictures appeared, Ethan noticed something on the floor. A small light flickered, trying to shine through the darkness. At first, he thought it was a firefly, but then he realized it was a single star. The star twinkled brightly, pushing away the darkness a little more with each flash. The other children saw it too and started waving. The star seemed to dance for them, making the pictures on the windows change back to their colorful and happy scenes. The goblins turned back into gummy bears. The scary dragon became friendly again. The tunnel opened up into a beautiful rainbow once more. The storm outside the window slowly disappeared. The sun peeked out from behind the clouds. The rain stopped and a gentle breeze blew. The children cheered and laughed, happy that the nightmare was gone. The train pulled up to a station and the conductor announced, "Next stop, Dream Station." The children jumped off the train, each holding a piece of candy from the candy castle. As Ethan stood at the train station, he watched the magical train disappear into the clouds. But before he turned to go home, he heard a familiar sound, a gentle whistle echoing through the air. He turned around, but the train was nowhere to be seen. So he walked home, his heart still filled with the magic of the dream train.